Welcome to my frozen Arctic paradise. I'm Snow Queen, a polar bear mom and your tour guide for today. Thanks for stopping by to see how I spend a day in my life. I am proud to say that I'm part of the largest bear species on Earth and one of the best hunters in the Arctic. Life up here in the Arctic is definitely cool, but don't worry about how chilly it gets. I'm built for it. I've got a thick layer of fur and a fabulous blubber blanket that keeps me snug as a bug. Honestly, I'd give some winter jackets a run for their money. And I definitely find fun things to do with my two little cubs in our home of glistening, magnificent Arctic ice. I'm starting my day with a hearty, energy-rich breakfast. Here in the Arctic, it's a catch-your-own style of living. No grocery stores or fast food home deliveries. My specialty is hunting seals. And let me tell you, finding one of these slippery snack bars is no small task. Once I catch the scent, I station myself near a breathing hole. This part of the hunt is all about patience, which is something my cubs, Snowy and Crystal, haven't quite mastered yet. I may look like I'm lazily lounging about, but trust me, I'm on high alert, listening for the faintest sound, and when that seal pops up for air, breakfast is served. I must confess, not many of my hunts are successful, but patience is, as I said, my best virtue. Seals are my main course because they're rich in blubber, which gives me the energy I need to roam the Arctic, but I also eat fish. In fact, one good meal can fuel me for an entire week. But as a mom with two rambunctious cubs, I certainly don't often get a full week off. Snowy and Crystal are as energetic as they come and keep me on my toes. So I might need more than a few hearty meals to keep up. Speaking of which, meet my cubs, Snowy and Crystal. They're my pride and joy. I dug a cozy snow den to give birth to them. There, we stayed warm from the harsh winter. During those first months in the den, I lived entirely off my fat reserves, while feeding them with my rich milk and keeping them warm under my fur. I didn't eat a bite for nearly 8 months. By the time spring rolled around, I was ready for a feast. It was a magical delight bursting out of the den in spring to introduce my little ones to the big wide world and the vegetation that had blossomed outside our home. At just a few months old, Snowy and Crystal are already learning important skills through play. I homeschool them to clean themselves, strengthen their muscles, and hone their instincts through rolling, pouncing, and sliding on ice slopes and snowy plains. I teach them other essentials too. For instance, they're learning to grip the ice with their claws to avoid slipping. And when we encounter a threat, I show them how to make themselves look imposing by standing on their hind legs. I don't have many predators myself, but male polar bears can be a bit of a nuisance. They can grow nearly twice my size, so avoiding a fight is always a wise move. We try to outrun them, except of course they come too close to my cubs, then I may have to put up a fight to fend them off. For now, my cubs are small enough to face some danger from Arctic foxes, so it's important they know about stranger danger. Cubs are curious, and I have to keep an eye on them constantly so they don't wander too far off or nibble on the wrong thing. And I have to teach them that not everything is a toy, including my tail. It's time for our daily stroll across the Arctic. We cover hundreds of miles in a single year, exploring our icy home. My massive paws are uniquely designed for this ultimate Arctic trek. They spread my weight out so I don't fall through the ice. My paws are my snowshoes, covered with tiny bumps that help me get a good grip on the icy surface. Snowy and Crystal are still getting the hang of this, but they'll be pros soon enough. After a good long hike, we go for a swim to cool off. Need I say, I am an excellent swimmer, and it's important my cubs learn to navigate the water, since the Arctic is full of it. We polar bears paddle miles across freezing waters in search of food or territory. Snowy and Crystal still don't have as much fat as I do, so I keep their swimming lessons short. But they're catching on quick. Sometimes we travel through the sea on melting ice sheets. Out here, staying warm is a serious business. Beneath my fur coat, I have a thick layer of blubber to trap heat even in the coldest temperatures. And believe it or not, my skin is actually black. The white you see is just transparent hairs reflecting sunlight, blending me perfectly into my snowy surroundings. My short ears and tail also keep the warmth in. And it's these little things that make me a top-notch Arctic survivor and queen of camouflage. After a long day, My cubs are ready for a well-earned sleep. They snuggle close to me, staying warm and safe from Arctic foxes. I try to get all the bonding I can because these kids grow so fast. Once they are over 2 years old, they want their independence and soon set off on their own. For now, they're my precious little ones, and I love every moment I share with them. That's a day in my life. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Let's remember that while the Arctic is a breathtaking frozen paradise, it's also fragile. In recent years, warming temperatures have caused it to melt gradually, impacting my hunting and the entire ecosystem. So let's cherish and protect this planet together in all its beautiful corners. Thanks so much for watching. Please share your best polar bear fact in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And do watch another interesting video on my channel.